It started with 7. We ended with 6. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Stephanie G, adulting again. This is the long-awaited part 2 of my first girls trip and my first cruise. The reason why it's long-awaited is because your girl had her first YouTuber screw up. Now, the good thing about it, your girl always tries to find the positive and stuff, right? So, not always at the beginning of things. Sometimes it's a little bit later on that I find the positive in something, but I do try to find the bright side so I'm not constantly in my head about it. Here's the thing. I lost majority of the footage that I took on my phone. I have footage from my camera, but I use my phone majority of the time. But that's not gonna stop me from giving you all the details about what a cruise is like, how this cruise was, and you have to stick around to the end for all the tea for the girls trip. Yeah, let's just say the girls were girling. So if you want to know about a cruise because you've never been on a cruise, you just want to hear about my experience for it to be my first cruise, or if you're here for the tea for a girls trip gone slightly wrong, stick around. Let's talk about the cruise. So the ship that I sailed on was the Carnival Conquest. It was a 3-day cruise. We ported to and from Miami, and we went to Bimini, Bahamas. My trip in total was for 4 days. The first day was me getting to Miami, so that was like our first night. And then the second day we went to the ship to, I think it's called disembark or embarkment. One of those. Basically to get on the ship to go wherever you're going. There is an app that the ship has, so that's sort of like their hub. Inside of that hub, you can pick your Wi-Fi, your drink packages, any type of, whether that's alcoholic beverages or sodas, waters, things like that. In that hub, they also put pictures in there if you so choose to purchase those as well. So now that I've actually gone on the cruise, I can really think about it, and I can honestly say that there is a way to get around certain things. As soon as you get on the Carnival Conquest, it's instant party time, honey. They have drinks. The catch is, if you don't have the unlimited package for alcoholic beverages, those beverages or those drinks are not free just because they have it on the tray. They will ask you for your room number, and based off of your room number, they will go ahead and charge it to your room. Everything is charged to your room. Everything is charged to a card. You use a card that you get at the initial embarkment. Again, I'm not sure which word it is. Initially, when you get on the ship, when you give your identification and everything, they take a picture of you, they provide you with a card. That card you use the entirety of being on the cruise ship. That card is tied to your room. That card is used for food, beverages, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, literally everything. That card is what you use it for. You can load that card with cash, so you're not using your debit card. It's a lot of things that they kind of make pretty easy for you to use the card, so you feel comfortable. If you gamble, I imagine that you would use that card for the casino. I did not gamble, so I'm not sure if you would, but 9 times out of 10 you're using that card for casino as well. So you get on, you have a instant party. They are already taking your bags to the room. You don't even have to go to the room yet. The room is ready for the most part when you get there. When we got there, the room was ready for the most part. So we didn't have to worry about that. There were 3 of us to a room. It shows there's 2 beds, and then there is a above bunk bed trundle on either side of the actual twin size beds that they have. If you choose a king size bed, if you are one person or a double occupancy, then obviously you can choose just a king size bed or queen size bed. I'm not sure, I can't remember, or the twin size beds. Let's talk about the beds. The beds on the Carnival Conquest are so freaking comfortable. I mean, the mattresses, the sheets, it was just so nice. And mind you, we were in a stateroom. So a stateroom is just a regular room. There's no windows, no nothing. It's pretty dark. You can't tell whether it's day or night, but it was nice as far as the bedding was concerned. The room pretty much just had all of your essential needs: lighting, bedding, storage, a shower, a sink. I will show you all the things and so you can truly see, but it was standard. It was nice. It was enough for 3 days. So I wasn't really worried about like how much room or anything like that. All right, here is the room. To the right is a little closet, also a closet. This is the restroom. I'll show you that in a second. And then there's 3 of us to a room. So there is a trundle bed here. And then there's another bed. And there's a bed right here. This is an interior state room. There is a mini fridge right here. Mirror. Ew. Some drawers here. There is a safe as well as a television. There's my stuff. Here I am again. So I freaking love this dress. I got this dress from Nordstrom. It's only like $30 or $40, but I got this dress last year. I love it. It's very forgiving. And anyway, we're not here for that. So there's plenty of closet space, as you can see. There's some extra blankets and stuff. Here's a long mirror. And here is another closet. Life jackets. There's some space down there as well. And more closet space. So there's plenty of room for everything. And then here is the restroom. You have a standing shower, lavatory, and your sink. I'm gonna step in. And there's, oh, hold on. There we go. So there's plenty of shelving, as you can see. Ew. And more shelving over here. It's pretty basic. It's enough to take care of yourself. I'm not sure what that does, if it does anything. It does, and I'm not gonna press it. And there is a step down, in case anybody wondered. And then you can control the temperature in the room. It's a nice room. It's a nice room. Perfect for 2. Good for 3. Oh, I guess technically you could have 4 because there's another trundle there. I didn't notice that until just now. So you could have 4 in a room if you needed to. Nice. Okay, so that's all that we have for right now as far as what the room is concerned. Keeping it all the way real, I did already eat something, so you won't see any footage of that, but at least now I have a teeny idea of what I do and don't like. So I will definitely let you know and show you more of the food because we do have dinner, I believe, in about 2 more hours or so. So I'm ready. Let's do this. Girls trip, woo! You will see the girls. The girls are here, even though I keep saying girls trip and there are no girls in sight. The girls are here. The girls are girling. The girls are girling. So I will show you everybody that wants to be on camera later. Till then, bye. My suggestion is to find out where your Lido deck is, because getting to the Lido deck is to get to the outside of the ship, but then that's where you also have your bars, some of your restaurants for your buffet, all the included food that's free. All of that stuff is typically on the Lido deck. So I would suggest being very close, either above or below the Lido deck, so it's easier for you to get to it than being super far away. You may be able to walk to or from your deck to the Lido deck so that you can enjoy and have a lot of fun, because waiting on those elevators is a nightmare. Let me just say that now. And it's not because it takes forever. It just, you don't really have a true indication as to which elevator is going to open. But there is a trick. So if you hear 1 ding, then that means that it's going up. 2 dings, it means it's going down. The issue is which one opened, you don't know. So you're like running to each side to try and figure out which one opened. By the time you figure it out, it's closed and you missed it. So there's that. The food. The food was okay. I do have a couple of tips and tricks as far as the food is concerned as well, and something that I didn't learn until the last night. So it wasn't until that Sunday evening when I had an epiphany and I realized something with regards to the food. So the food, they had Guy Fieri from Diner, Dives, and Drive-In. He has a burger stand. It's burgers and fries the entire time, unlimited. That part is free. There's like a deli. At that deli, they have these cheesesteaks that were super good. They also had like wraps, chicken sandwiches, and things like that. They even had veggie sandwiches as well. They had a seafood shack. That is additional charge. They also had a sushi bar or station. That also was additional charge to your room. You're not giving anyone cash or card. You're using your card that they give you on the ship, and you're using that, and your gratuity is added to that unless you opt to pay your gratuities ahead of time. I would say if you're looking for any type of spa treatments, if you want to do your gratuities, you can ahead of time. I didn't find that the gratuity was too bad. It's roughly 18%, which is not terrible. I mean, I usually tip 20% anyway when I'm out, so I didn't find that to be that bad, honestly. They had unlimited ice cream. I never had the ice cream the entire time. So they also have restaurants. They have restaurants that are, they had a steakhouse. They also had 2 additional restaurants. One was for main dining. Another one was just a restaurant that you could eat at. We did go to one of those for brunch. Most of the dinners were at the main dining restaurant. The main dining restaurant is to be considered fine dining. And you have waiters, they come and serve you, have fine china and things like that. They have a menu that you can look over. You can get 2 meals in one setting. If you get a third meal, that meal is then charged to your room. Now, I didn't like, why would I want to have 2 meals? Because the portions are small. That's why. The portions are teeny tiny. Especially their cakes. Now, I did see where they had pie one time, and that pie was a normal pie slice. So there's that. I didn't have the pie. I stuck to like the cake, or and then they also offer like a very small ice cream, but it's different than the soft serve. It's actually like hand churned. Most of the pastries weren't that great, I'll be honest. They had a really good parfait. If you see a parfait for breakfast, get the parfait. It's 10 out of 10. I wish I had got the parfait before the last day, because it was so amazing. So we did get breakfast that morning, that Monday morning, on the last day when the ship had docked at Miami again. We did get breakfast on the ship. So there was that. It was really good, especially that parfait. We didn't get to the actual beach until that full last day, which would have been Sunday for us. And that was in Bimini, Bahamas again, which shout out to Bimini and the people. It was really nice. Everybody was nice. Our driver was nice. We called him. He came back and picked us up. One of the girls forgot her food that she had just purchased in his car. She called him back. He came back to bring the food. He stopped the tram that we were on so that he could hurry up and run back and give the food. Like, top tier service, okay? I can't think of his name, but shout out to you, sir. Shout out to you. It was good on the island. I definitely will say that. The people were so nice. The beach was nice. The water was clear. It was so pretty. I'm very sad that I don't have any of that footage, but if you get the opportunity to go to Bimini, I highly recommend going to Bimini to see the area. When we went, we didn't realize that it was what they consider homecoming, and I'm not sure if that's relative to religion, considering it was Easter weekend. It very well may have been that, but it was supposed to be like a super duper party starting around 3 or 4 o'clock. They were putting up all of this extra stuff on the beach. Listen, I might be back there next year, honey. I might be back there next year, and I'll figure out how I can stay on the island through the night so that I can live it up and party with everybody else. Because it was like, you could tell it was about to be a movie out there, a whole movie. But alas, we had to get back to the ship at 4 o'clock. So we didn't get that, but it was a good time nonetheless. Very hot. So doubling back, by the time we got back, we got back to our room, went and rested. None of us went to the dining room to eat dinner like we would have normally done and had done the previous evenings. So we went to the buffet, because they have a complete buffet that's free, which the dining hall is free as well. You're just going and sitting in a formal dining restaurant. It's more formal dining. At that moment on Sunday evening, I realized that the food at the buffet is the exact food that's on the menu in the restaurant. You're just served. I didn't know, because I had never been to the buffet during that time. So most of the time we were eating and the restaurant. So if you're ever curious and you're like, well, I don't want to, you know, if you don't make it to your restaurant for the formal dining and there was something on the menu that you wanted to try, you have it available on the buffet. So I'm not quite sure why they actually charge you a third run. Maybe it's because it's being served to you. I'm not sure, but just that's a tip. So we've talked about the food. We've talked about the room. The entertainment, there was entertainment as far as being out on the deck and line dancing, pool action.
Oh my God, it's not working. Guys, don't worry, it's okay. Come to the nightclub tonight where adults are there only. You can do whatever you want. There could be booty rocking everywhere, but guess what? It's only gonna be adults, so you can do whatever you want. The kids are watching.
There was a serenity area as for 18 and older, so because the children, they had those jacuzzis on lock. You hear me? Those kids had those jacuzzis on lock. So, being though I am a person who doesn't have small children, my child is 26, so he is a man. So, the next cruise, I probably will do an adults only cruise just to kind of get a feel for it, to see how I like it. That one of the next cruises that I'm going to take is going to be adults only. I think that I would enjoy that just a little bit more. Steph love the kids, but not when I'm on vacation and not when I wanted to get in the jacuzzi too. Now they did have some jacuzzis that were set specifically for adults, and so that was good. They did have some theme nights, and there's a full itinerary for every single day. There's plenty of stores on the ship. The stores also have events that they have, whether it's getting, and which is kind of odd, and I didn't go because why, but they have like, you can get a free inch of gold for a bracelet. I would imagine that you still have to purchase something to get the free inch. Maybe it's like an extra inch of gold. They had watch company Invicta, so they had some things going on. There was plenty of activities on the ship for every single hour, multiple activities every single hour. So you're always doing something if you so choose, or you could do nothing if you so choose. They do have clubs, they have comedy shows. Does anybody know Thea Vidal? She had a show, and I could be totally making this up, but if I'm not mistaken, Thea is the first Black woman to have a show named after her. I could be totally wrong, but it sounds right. So we're gonna go with that for this video, and don't correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Thanks. Anyway, so she had a set. We did not make it to go see her set. I kept trying to get the girls to go and see her set, but alas, we did not make it, okay? We did get a chance to go and turn up on Saturday, which I enjoyed myself a lot on Saturday. There was another headliner. I did get a chance to see some of his show by myself. However, it was standing room only. If you want to go see a show, my recommendation is to at least go a half an hour ahead of time so you can get a good seat, or even if by that time it's standing room, you'll have a good place to stand. I would recommend that. Don't go right when it starts, because you're going to be standing outside a little bit, and that's not fun, and you're not going to stand there that long, so you're going to go and move on like I did. Casino. plenty to do with that casino action. It was smoky in the casino area, and you have to walk through the casino to get to the clubs, the bars, and things like that, and the comedy show. So I didn't enjoy that part, but I'm also a non-smoker. I used to be a smoker. I did tell y'all that before. I used to be a smoker, but I am not a smoker anymore it'll be 9 years this year. Ew. So I didn't enjoy that, and it's pretty pungent. So that's the only thing, because that's like, I guess, the most that you can smoke on the ship outside of smoking on the decks in designated areas. So there's that. If you're a smoker, there you go. Drinks. They was a little watered down. And I would imagine that you would have to water it down a little bit, because for the people that have the package where it's unlimited alcohol, you would have to water it down, because can you imagine how much alcohol? You don't want people to be belligerent and acting all crazy, and you're on a ship, so out in the water. But they definitely were watered down, I will say that. And I didn't have that many drinks. Most times I did not drink, but they did have some decent drinks. There was a Prosecco style drink that I did order a picture of. Now that was really good, and he used that entire bottle. I'm pretty sure he added a second portion of a second bottle, but he did a fantastic job with that drink. So good, so refreshing, especially since it was hot outside and we were in a jacuzzi already, and that was warm, so it really just fit at that time. So 10 out of 10 if there is a Prosecco pitcher, sparkling something, get it, because it's delicious. Since we're on the topic of drinks and the fact that there's unlimited drinks that you can have, there is a package that they do offer on the Carnival Conquest, and it is called the Cheers package. The Cheers package is unlimited alcoholic beverages, but really there's a max of 15 and you can have unlimited sodas, water, juice, and things like that, unlimited. And then there's an unlimited beverage package where you get these sodas, waters, and juices, different specialty drinks like coffees and things like that. But they have tea, lemonade, water, all of that stuff is really, there's some other stuff that's free within that you don't have to get those other packages. I don't drink soda, so it didn't matter to me to get that. And I'm not a major drinker as far as alcohol is concerned, so I didn't care that to get the Cheers package either. The thing is, there were people that did want to get the Cheers package. So here's the thing. If someone in your room wants to get the Cheers package, you also have to get the Cheers package. Now here's a tip. Come in close. Carnival, if somehow you happen to see this, listen, I gotta put my people on. I gotta put my people on. So get out of this video, Carnival, if you're watching, or Carnival reps, if you're watching. Don't watch this part, because I gotta tell my people. Okay, y'all. Here's the thing. If you're on the ship with other people, and say it's only 2 people to that room, like our room had 3 people initially. I just dropped a little piece of tea, just so y'all know. Initially, there was 3 people in my room. Anyway, listen, do this. If you have a girls trip and there's 2 to a room, there's 2 to a room, one room gets the Cheers package, and then everybody else chips in toward those 2 people that had to get the Cheers package. The Cheers package is depending on how many days you get it. So if you get it before you get on the ship, I think it's $55 per person per day. And then if you get it after you get on the ship, then it's an additional $10 a day. So it's roughly $65 per person per day. Ours for 3 days would have been like $160 something. No, it was 212. I can't remember. It was over $200. $200 a person. Again, I didn't mind, because if you have to do it, you have to do it. And I didn't know any better then. I know better now, because they tell you on the app that there's a waiting period to get a second drink. They make you wait 5 minutes to get another drink so that you're not getting drinks for other people. But let me tell you about that club action. That club, after a certain hour, those people do not care. They are just taking that card, swiping. People was ordering multiple drinks. You're not even allowed to order multiple drinks with the card. People was ordering multiple drinks, and they was like, I'm getting drinks for my friend. All of that. So that's the math ain't mathing. These people are getting multiple drinks. So that told me, yeah, they put all of those disclaimers out there, but in reality, the people on the shit who's taking these cards, they just trying to keep it moving. They're just trying to keep it going, have the party going, and having the people having fun. So split the cost of one room, and everybody can enjoy the cheers package, because no one person is going to have 15 alcoholic drinks a day. If you do, let me find the number to Alcoholics Anonymous, because what are you doing? You need help from your friend, your big sis, auntie, or little sis. I don't know where we at. Your cousin. So there's all of that. Do with that information what you will, but I definitely, if I ever go back on a Carnival Conquest and I go with a group of people, we're 100% doing that, because it makes the most sense. I thoroughly enjoyed my time on the Carnival Conquest. It is a fun ship. They make sure to give great energy, to make everybody feel good. It just feels good. It feels wholesome. It feels you're partying with a whole bunch of different people you don't know, but you're still having a good time. I thoroughly enjoyed myself on my first cruise. I will say this. So the last day, the last full day, which was Sunday, I got an opportunity to experience sunshine and rain on the ship. I can appreciate the fact that it did rain the last day, and that I was able to see how it felt on a ship that was rocking. I did not feel that ship moving at all, not one time, until it rained, and it was like torrential downpours. It was raining so bad, but it only rained for like 10 minutes, maybe 15 max, and I could feel the ship moving at that time. So much so that as some teenagers walking by, I noticed how they were as far as the level was concerned, and I'm like, oh, we're a little bit tilted. But it wasn't enough to get me sick or anyone else that I was there with. I didn't see anybody else having any issues. Like, it was okay. Captain came by, and he happened to come by, and one of the girls had, mentioned to him, like, a couple of questions, and he gave a lot of information, basically letting us know. He actually doubled down on something that I had already said, was that I'm more than sure they already have a route they can take to get us out of a storm if we get into one. There should be multiple routes that they can take to get out of it if they get into one. he did say that, but then he also said that if anything ever happened on any ship, most likely for that ship anyway, and for where we were, he didn't say for every ship, that we're always 30 minutes from land. I felt good about that. So, but it wasn't any, he was like, but we're 100% safe and everything is good. Now, one of the girls after was like, he's probably supposed to say that. Which, yes, as far as like making us feel comfortable while it was happening, but it was fine. It was over in, like I said, 15 minutes. And again, I was appreciative that I was able to feel that, so I'll know what to expect if I ever go on another cruise, when I go on another cruise, because I'm definitely going on another cruise. When I do, I know what to expect if something like that happens, and I can just kind of chill. What I didn't expect, and when I did get a little anxious, let's put it like that, a little anxious, was when it was nighttime and I was by myself. It was the first night and I was alone by myself because the girls went to sleep on me. They went to bed after dinner. Like, we're only on this ship for 3 days. 3 days. They went night night. I said, I'm not going to sleep. So I didn't. Anyway, I wound up going out onto the Lido deck, which is the outside, to, going towards the outside. It's not the outside. The whole Lido deck is not the outside, but it kind of is. So I went out there and I wanted to go to the second level. I went up the second level, and then for whatever reason, I turned around, and this is nighttime, mind you. I turned around and I saw nothing. Literally nothing. Not a twinkle in the sky, not a light in the night. And something about that made me extremely anxious. I didn't continue to go up. I hurry up and turn back around so that I could back down and not be looking out. And I got my ass back into the ship because I don't know, it just kind of freaked me out. Another thing that I realized is that when I went too high up, like if I went on the third level, I personally got a little bit anxious and I had to kind of keep my head down as I'm going up. But once I was up, I was fine. But like going up, I guess maybe because it was nothing around, I'm not sure. I do have a touch of vertigo, but I didn't have any vertigo happen or anything like that. But it just I didn't feel good. So I kept my head down when going up and down that third level, because when you go up on that third level, it's complete, you can see everything out, and that's where I had the issue. So there's that. If you have any height anxieties or anything like that, don't go by yourself at night. Or don't look out there. But it was beautiful. I will insert some pictures. I do have some pictures. I'm not even gonna tell y'all about the fiasco with my phone because it was just a rookie YouTuber move on my behalf that will never happen again, if I can help it. I could have helped this. I just mistakenly deleted the footage before it's saved as my backup. That's basically what happened. I was very sad for a week, which is why it's taken me so long to film this. But I need to get back into my routine because I'm still out of sorts, because I'm still up in here with doing this video for the part 2. And then it just came to me on how I wanted to put it together. So I'm here, we're here, and I'm doing this. And we're gonna get back on this routine with life, because I have some updates and everything. But let's get into this tea. Let's get into this tea. So this isn't tea, but this is what I'm about to drink while I spill this little bit of tea for this girls trip. This is a prebiotic soda, which I know I said I don't drink soda, but this is a little bit different because it's healthy for you. It's for your gut health. We know I'm on my health and wellness journey. So this flavor is a strawberry lemon. It's so good. And this is by the brand Poppy. For all you Ollie Poppers, good for you. Poppy is for me, okay? If you're not using a glass for your prebiotic sodas, what are you doing with your life? Let's get into it. This is so good. I'm being extra, I already know. Because I'm back. Your girl is back. I feel so good doing this video. Okay. I said the girls were girly. Let's just roll that beautiful bean footage.
Hello.
Hello. You coming to get ready? Where are you going?
I'm going to my own room. Let's see y'all down there. Y'all need a water or you got one?
Leave it. I mean, you take it. If you got that, then take it.
You want one? You
No,
want your own, right?
I'll get one.
I know you guys bought water, but I ordered this already.
No, we did buy water, but they didn't let us take it for whatever reason. You said you're in another room?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry that all of this happened between y'all. You got it? You need help?
I got it.
Okay. Huh? Oh, shit. What? You sure you... Let me help you.
Maybe that's the light.
Oh, is the light on? Okay. They can go put that out there. Oh, that's probably what she was doing. I said that. She said it's gonna be costly, but she must have. I don't want to get into a fist fight. I feel in danger. They'd much rather accommodate somebody in a different room than. Huh? Girl, I wish I would sneeze like that. Yes, that was somebody out there. No, ma'am. I'm coming in. That was Friday. Thursday, we get to Miami. Friday, we board the ship. Friday night, that happened. And then we had a banging behind time after that. Sure did. That didn't stop anything.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up, we finna go deep. Riding on a team, got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do.
So let's rewind to Thursday. The first three ladies all came from my hometown, which is Delaware. They all came together, same flight, everything. Two of the women came to pick me up. One of them was the birthday girl. That's the whole purpose for this trip. It was for my friend, my longtime friend, Ronnie. It was her birthday. So it was 44 reasons to party. Was that the reason? It was 44 reasons to party. And that we did. Had a fantastic time. So the first day when my flight arrived, another person's flight arrived as well. So now there are 5 of us. It started with 7. We ended with 6. So now it's 5 of us. We're already, girling, having a good time. We go to get some food. That's when things got that was the first red flag for me. The girl, I did happen to know her, but I only went to school with her. She was 2 years older than me, so we weren't in the same class, but I did know her. She also knew me, but that was now 30 years ago, so there's that. And so but we were still cordial, talking, but it was a little bit off as we were all now together, the 5 of us, because the 2 other women that were coming from DC, they didn't come in until later on that evening. So we were all going to get food. We decided to walk from our hotel to go and kind of see, the sights. We were in South Beach. We're gonna go out and have some fun. We go out and one of the young ladies was kind of like lagging behind, just, I won't say being weird, because I didn't know her demeanor to know yet whether that was weird activity. You know what I mean? So we're having a good time. We're still all talking. We're kind of like, they're kind of like checking in on her, like, hey, you good? Or whatever have you. Because again, she's lagging behind the group as we're walking. So we're literally not even walking that far. Maybe, I don't know, a mile, if that. Like, it's not all in between the whole time. It was relatively a mile. So we're choosing restaurants because there's plenty of restaurants along the road that we're on. And I didn't particularly want food at the restaurant that was majority driven. Neither did the other girl. I chose a different restaurant that we had kind of went to, but then everybody doubled back to go to that one because they smoke hookah. I'm not a hookah person, so I just didn't want the food there either. I did wind up getting us a side salad and my drink from there, but that was pretty much it. So I went to a different place that I felt like the food smelled the best. And let me just say, those tacos were fucking so delicious. So delicious. So I get tacos. They were birria tacos. Out of sight. I get the tacos from there. I go back to take the tacos as takeout back to where we were. So by this time, the other girl was not back. So now I'm like, Tara, where's she at? So I asked the girls, I'm like, she's not back yet. I'm like, but I'm mentally like checked in because I'm one of those people, like if we're a group and we're all somewhere and it started to get later and it was starting to get dark now, we're almost finished with our food, so we reached out. I actually reached out in the group chat like, hey, where you at? And she was saying where she was, that she was eating her food. So yellow flag, not a red flag yet, just yellow flag. Like, why are you eating somewhere else and we're all somewhere else, but you're not with us? But okay, sometimes people want alone time. I did tell the birthday girl, don't look for me on that ship. Sometimes I'm going to need some space and I might dip off because of I don't do well with like a bunch of people all at one time. Sometimes I am truly an introvert, but I do like to be in extroverted experiences, if that makes any sense. So I'm like a middle vert. Whatever the middle vert is, I'm that vert. So anyway, so then it's now dark. She is not back. So I'm like, dang. So I reach out one more time and she's like, I'm where we started at. But literally we were where we started at, so that was impossible. I said, well, where at? She names where, but the street that she named was the name of the entire strip. So girl, what are you? Okay, now you're being weird. She also going back to the hotel. We get there and we're about to all take showers. They need naps. Multiple people needed naps. I told them, and I'm telling y'all, Stephanie doesn't nap on vacation. I might get an attitude with you if you want to take a nap. I don't like naps. Not on vacation. Sleep when you get home. That's what you take the day off after the vacation so you can rest. You don't rest and sleep. You don't sleep on vacation. Anyway, I don't. Let me speak for myself. I don't. Some people are strictly there for R&R, but we're in Miami. It's turn up time. We're going to a ship. This whole trip is 44 reasons to party. I might be saying that wrong. But that's what I'm going to keep saying. 44 reasons to party. Anyway, so they need naps. While y'all nap, I am going to, number one, I still need to finish out like a couple pieces to my prep for the trip vlog. I still hadn't had a thumbnail, no nothing. I was trying to get all these things together. So I took my shower. I'm still working on my iPad to make sure that I can get that other video. If you didn't watch that video, go ahead, watch that video. It's gonna be here and I'm gonna drop it in the description box below. Thank you. So now, I wake the birthday girl up and the other girl so that we can go out, so that they can start getting ready. Birthday girl gets up. Birthday girl takes a shower. Birthday girl gets dressed. Home girl is still in the bed. And so I did what I'm saying to her, because we're on Facebook. So I did say, I was like, why are you sleeping? Where I said, you're not going. I was like, because I said something to the effect of, don't try to not go out now. Oh, every time I see you on Facebook, you're always out and about having a good time. Now's the time to turn up. You know, just kind of like, let's do this. She don't get out that much. I don't get out that much. So I want to have a good time when I do get out, especially I'm outside. I was outside. You feel me? Brunch is not outside. I was outside. Miami is outside. You hear me? So anyway, homegirl stayed asleep. She did not go. We had a great time at this. I don't even remember the name. I'll write it out somewhere down here with the name of the club we went to. It was R&B Thursdays. It was so much fun. The girls hookah their hookah life out. It was really, really nice. I was trying to insert some video of the birthday girl getting it poppin'. So then next day we're up. We want to go get brunch somewhere. Did we go get brunch? I don't remember we went to go get brunch. Cause see, like the weekend was a blur. Like I'm giving a lot of details, but it was also like a blur. We didn't go get brunch. We were gonna eat downstairs at the hotel. We stayed at the Kimpton South Beach. I think it's called the Kimpton South Beach. I never stayed at this Kimpton. The last time that I went to Miami, I stayed at the Kimpton Epic Hotel, which I love that hotel. This one was nice, but that one is everything. If you go to Miami, definitely stay at the Kimpton Epic Hotel. So good. Next day, she actually took some social media pictures for me, or some pictures so that I could use for my thumbnail. I didn't use the pictures that she took, but she did offer to take the pictures for me because she knew that I was still trying to get my thumbnail together. I was trying to get everything situated. Cool. Looked out for your girl. She seemed like everything was on the up and up. She was like, she was apologetic. She apologized to me. I don't really remember if she apologized to the birthday girl. I feel like she didn't, which don't apologize to me. You should be apologizing to her. But because y'all are cool, you're here for her, not for me. We're all here for her, to celebrate her, to have a good time with her for her 44th birthday. So she just said she was just really tired. I said, I completely understand, you know, cool, no problem. While we're getting everything situated, she leaves us again. She leaves and MIA once again. It's like, where's this girl keep disappearing to? And how are you disappearing? Everyone is accounted for except for you. Pretty much every time we turn around, we cannot find you. So there's that. Turn around and we are now, the three of us are getting into an Uber. Birthday girl's luggage is the biggest piece of freaking luggage I've ever seen. Soon as the Uber driver seen it, he was like, no, she can't go. Not her bag, she can't go. Now, the other girl has already solidified her place in the car. I said in the car. She is in, her bag is in. She is not getting out of this car. She is in the front seat, perched. Didn't turn around, didn't do nothing. So birthday girl is calling. I said, call and find out if the others can fit your bag in there. That way you can get in and we can do this. They didn't have no room. Turned into an argument. It boiled down to the gentleman saying she can't go, this bag can't go, it's not gonna fit. I'm trying to figure out what we can do and how we can all make it in this car. She never gets out. Finally, I thought about it. I'm like, put the bag in her bag in the front and we all get in the back. My bag can fit in the back with the other girl's bag. So we'll just all sit in the freaking back of the car. So then she gets in the back. The luggage gets in the front. We all sit in the back. We are on our way. That's when shit got real. As we're riding, one of the other girls calls back from out of the other car saying, hey, is everything okay? Why did we beat y'all to the ship? It was explained by the birthday girl, I almost didn't have a ride. Technically, she didn't almost have a ride because the Uber driver said she can't go. However, the reality was we would have made it. I know for a fact I would have gotten in a different Uber with her. The old girl who was in the front with solidified her place, She could have definitely stayed in that Uber if that was the case. So when she said that, and she was like, I'm good, we're on our way, that was that. I'm in the Uber. Stephanie figured it out. Old girl was like, why would you say you wouldn't get no ride? Firstly, I just don't think that you should be rah-rah with a birthday person. That's just my personal opinion. I would never do that. I wouldn't dare. Even if inside I'm feeling like that. I'm not going to say that because I'm not trying to fuck up your time. Before I knew it, they are arguing so hard. And the crazy thing is, as they're arguing, I'm on the outside, the birthday girl's in the middle, and then the other girl. I'm thinking, oh my God, I know the birthday girl. If this girl hits her, it's nothing that I can do to stop them in this car. Like, what can I do? She didn't, because growth and 44, right? We're not doing that. So so later on, I asked the birthday girl, I was like, when you're gonna tell this story later, like, do me so I'll know how I was. She was like, you were like, okay, ladies, calm down. Everything is okay. We're in the Uber, which that is what I was saying. Like, literally, I was like, okay, ladies, like, calm down. We don't have to argue, because they are arguing so loud in this car, and it's not a big car. And all of the frustration from the birthday girl really came out, because, like, girl, what are you doing? Like, you've been acting weird this whole time. Like, don't act like, stop acting weird and stop leaving the group, because she kept saying, I would never leave you. You left like 3 times already in the course of less than 24 hours. You definitely would leave. You definitely would leave. That's neither here nor there. Long story short, I got them to calm down. They didn't say anything. And once we got onto the ship, we didn't see her anymore until that clip that you all saw of me doing my makeup Friday night so that we can go out and get some dinner and have a good time. And I did not see that girl. I don't know how, but we did not run into her not one time on that shit. And I saw her the next time I saw her was when we all were at the airport. I was on a different airline than they were, but they all were together on that same flight going back because they all came together. Long story short, we had a great ass time, and I highly recommend going on a girls trip, even when it's a little bit of drama. As long as you're not the drama. Don't be the drama, ladies. Don't be the drama, especially if you're going on a girls trip. Don't be the drama. If you're going for a birthday, don't be the drama, and don't be drama with the birthday person. Like, no. Anyway, I was the drama because I'm never the drama. I'm dramatic, but I'm not the drama. So I had a fantastic time. I highly recommend going on a girls trip. I look forward to my next girls trip with the girls. I look forward to going on another cruise with or without the girls. I am doing all the things. This is the first trip of 2023. There will be many more. And I hope you enjoyed this all over the place story time / cruise info, pros and cons video. It's all the things. We're gonna get back on track, back into routine, so definitely stick around to the next video, because that is what the next video is going to be about, getting back into routine. And I look forward to seeing you. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye.